I never realized how much I wanted to be a cowboy, but in 2010, I found out with Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, I thought after you saw Brokeback Mountain.
It's number 8 on our top 100 video games of all time, and this game blew my freaking mind. I could not believe how incredible
this is one of the 5 games that have ever made Victor Lucas tear up at the end. This is obviously from Rockstar. These are the same guys who have perfected their art through all of their Grand Theft Auto games over the years. What blows my mind about this experience is how versatile it is. I mean, you can do anything in this game. You can rope steer, you can gut animals, you can go hunting for bear if you want to. There's even a Sasquatch up in there somewhere, probably.
I don't know the polite word for it.
Stupid is the word we use around here.
But really, what was elevated for me was just the story of John Marston, you know? Just getting into this guy's boots and trying to turn an angle on his life and become a better person and do the right thing. And he meets Bonnie McFadden and the McFadden clan.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston.
Just the beginning of this game was just so heartfelt and moving. And the actor that plays our main character, you care, man. That's the thing about this game, is that it makes you care about the people that populate it.
You know what I didn't realize? You know, we're also doing our 100 greatest films of all time. This very much borrows a page from the Unforgiven playbook in the sense that this character of John Marston is very much like the William Munny in Unforgiven. He's a guy who has been wronged, but he's trying to do right in the world now. He's a guy who has a checkered past, but he is trying to rise above and be a better person, and that is terrific fodder for any story, but especially for a Western.
Yeah, and you know, in terms of making a video game, you would think that a Western would be excellent material to jump into and to give the player a whole bunch of great mechanics to sink their teeth into. But this, again, like some of the best movie Westerns, proves that it isn't so easy. It makes it look easy, but other developers try to make Western video games. They don't come anywhere close to this.
I'm gonna fill you full of holes!
If only they could have found some way to include radio stations in the horses. This would have been perfect. Listen,
that was another thing in this game, too, that really choked me up as well, was just the heartfelt, beautiful score. This is one of the few video game soundtracks I spent good money on, and I listen to it to this day. I love this soundtrack.
This is where we part ways, friend.
Red Dead Redemption has been on the show multiple times. Let's take a look back at the game.
I think this is the Grand Theft Auto Western game that we've all dreamed would one day get made. And I also feel like this is the quintessential dream of what a Western video game in general should be. It delivers every cliche and every single kind of scenario that you would ever, you know, imagine doing in a Western video game. Here it is.
You can break horses. There's Bonnie, the lonely woman out at the ranch.
She's very nice to you.
The ranch is in financial trouble.
You were texting me and you're asking me, why is she so nice to me?
Well, you start off the game, and I'm giving away a little bit here. Not too much of a spoiler, but you end up getting shot right away. Boom, you're dead. You think you're dead. You're like, well, that was a quick game. And then all of a sudden, 2 people save you. One of them is this woman named Bonnie, and the other one is the town doctor. You meet him later on. And you got the old coot, you know, he's the first guy. You go on a horse ride with him. Teaches you some of the horse riding mechanics. But what I like the most about the horseback riding is that if you're riding with another person, you'll often find yourself riding with 2 or 3 NPCs. You just hold down the A button or the X button, and you will just keep pace with the other person without having to constantly press and keep up, and one person's falling behind. And I really like that. Created a real sense of companionship. I mean, this isn't a game where you feel lonely ever. There's always someone to talk to, always a place to go, always something to do.
It also isn't as in your face as the Grand Theft Auto games are. You know, sometimes those things are a little bit exhausting, but you're right, you don't feel like you're lonely because the characters are so well drawn and crafted, and the story interweaves that sort of roaming notion that you're going to have when you get into this world so well that it's actually a joy to go up and talk with the characters and go out on the side quests and missions that you get.
This is an amazing game. It's incredible.
This is a game that I get itchy for all the time.
Pick my jaw up and reinstall it after taking a look back at that. Oh my God.
Number 8 on the list of top 100 video games of all time.